So you bring your car in for repairs to a service center, or maybe even the new car dealer for a oil change, tune-up, repair, some type of problem with the vehicle. And if you notice on your repair order, when you first bring in the car, it's going to say customer states, customer says. Almost always it'll say customer states. You might wonder, why does it say those exact words on every repair order? It's a very common question. And the answer is because if the automotive repair center puts down what you say on the repair bill, it might be construed as that's actually a problem with the vehicle. For example, if you say the engine's making a noise, check it out, they'll put down customer states engine making a noise. If they put down engine is making a noise, now you may actually have a record of the fact that that vehicle actually has a problem. Until they diagnose the fact that the engine is making a noise, they're not going to state on the repair bill that they're saying the engine's making a noise. It's an illegality. It's a legal way of defining who is actually saying this is a problem with the vehicle. Because if you're saying it as a customer, that's one thing. If they say the engine's making a noise, now they're admitting that there's a problem with that vehicle. And that may come into play under warranty work, under claims against who sold you the vehicle. It may come into claims against if they repaired a vehicle. You know, if they put down engine's making a noise and they don't find it, and then a month later the engine is making a noise, now they're liable because they put a car back on the road with the engine making a noise. So you're almost always going to see customer states whatever. Customer states the brakes don't work. Customer states transmission slips. Whatever the problem is you are bringing to them, they will initially put customer states that that's the problem. Now, it's very important how you handle this. When you get your vehicle back, you want to make sure that they've made a notation of what their findings were. If they do not discover the same problem, make sure it's notated technician did not duplicate the problem. Technician did not find it. Because you want to put on record, you heard this thing, you noticed this thing, and they didn't. That way, if it comes up later, you can show that this particular mechanic wasn't good enough to find it. So if you are a consumer, make sure that your issues are addressed. If you're a repair shop, if you're independent garage, I'm sure you already know this, make sure that you are putting customer states. Until you can actually find the problem yourself, you don't want to put it on record what the customer's saying, because they could be wrong. Not that they're intending to be wrong, but what if the customer says engine's making a banging noise? Well, if you fix something, you find maybe there's a loose tie rod, and that's what's making the noise from the front end of the vehicle where the engine is. You fix that, and you, even as a goodwill gesture, hey, we tighten up a bolt, everything's fine. Well, now if the engine ironically, coincidentally blows up 2 months later, the customer's going to say, look, you put here, engine's making a noise, my engine blew up, now it's on you, right? So you want to make sure that you very carefully say, customer states engine's making a noise, technician found noise was coming from the ball joint, we tightened it, and go from there. So it's a legality with the way that repair bills are written up. You get a repair order, they're diagnosed, reported back to the customer. If you follow that chain of command, everybody's going to be happy. The technician, the repair shop is going to have it documented. The owner of the vehicle, if you're a consumer, are going to have all of your issues and claims documented, so that way at a later date you can show on what date and time you presented something to a mechanic. If you are bringing something to a mechanic and you are stating a problem, make sure it's on the repair bill. Don't worry that it says customer states. That's a good thing. That says that you're bringing that to their attention.